Alright. Welcome back to the Bro Brogan Podcast, where real talk meets real questions, and everything is probably made up. I'm your host, Eliseo, broadcasting from a living room, since we're away from the studio, here in the Pacific Northwest, to meet our guest. Speaking of our guest today, an absolute legend. I'm sure needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyways. He's a 17-time award-winning, global adored musical prophet genius. He's performed in Tokyo, Boston, and once in a Chili's parking lot in Fresno. He's the youngest person to play a jazz solo underwater and the only person I know who insisted on being paid in cryptocurrency. Give it up for my brother, Oscar Soulfire Torres-Morales.
Thank you.
But before we get into it, quick reminder, you can listen to our Bro Brogan Podcast on Spotify, Apple TV, I guess on Apple TV, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, YouTube, TikTok, Zoom, and a cassette tape that I left on a rest stop by I-5.
That's a new one.
Yeah. Say, Oscar, how are you keeping hydrated?
Well, as a singer, I always need to drink the best, So have you ever actually heard of this?
No, what is that?
This is dirt fuel.
Dirt fuel.
So dirt fuel, it sounds quite silly. It's just water and dirt, but I think the more natural minerals, away from all these harmful chemicals like this dihydrogen monoxide that's in everything we drink.
Fluoride.
Oh my goodness, yeah, all that stuff. If you can't pronounce it, I don't think you should be drinking it, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's just soil and vibes, man. Soil and vibes. I mean,
Alright.
Do you want to feel grounded? Do you want to feel energy that tastes like tree bark? I mean, I personally describe it as when you go hiking, it's like licking the bottom of your boot.
Oh,
It
wow.
really is. It really is.
Wow.
If you feel like you want that connection, dirt feels for you, man.
Let me get a sip of that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Use promo code Bro Brogan Boost at checkout for a free mason jar with your first order. Now, on to the podcast.
Hey, man, just happy to be here.
Yeah. So, you've toured with Grammy-winning artists and sold out multiple shows across 4 continents. But I gotta ask you, man, as a resident of the Pacific Northwest, do you think Sasquatch is real? Or has he gone into hiding because of all this gentrification?
Excuse me?
Yeah,
I'm
like think about it for a bit. Like all the logging trucks, all the overpriced coffee shops, and like if you just think about it, even the overpriced housing market, wouldn't that make you want to dip as well?
I thought we were talking about music. I'm sorry.
But we are talking about music. Nature is frequencies, and if you think about it, Bigfoot is also nature, and it's really just all about vibing. I think that if you don't believe in Bigfoot, you're just not vibing enough.
I mean, I guess I see what you're saying. I mean, this actually all reminds me of a study that was done in Harvard back in 1976. I'm not sure when, but it was a study that found that all these sad noises like minor chords were just not found in the wild, but all these major chords, they're naturally occurring, and I feel like we need to come back to this. Those
Totally.
oh.
Yeah, just like
Okay.
frequencies, they're all around us, and if we get overloaded, it's just like what I used to say, that like frequencies are all around us in nature, and if you can really listen to those frequencies and just block out everything else, you'll be able to see Bigfoot. But
Right.
But let's move on. Something that I always do on this podcast, and something that I believe is very important, especially for an artist like you who has influenced just the jazz scene and many up-and-coming artists. You've really revolutionized your industry in a lot of ways. So
Yes, I have.
I want to give you the floor. I want you to I believe every artist should have a platform, and since this is a pretty big platform, even though you already have your own, I want you to just go deep, man. Say whatever comes to mind. Give us something.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to thank, everything that's happened to me. I mean, I know that a lot goes into the music. People think that it's just this music life, that it's just party this, and, awards this, flying out to Miami, doing whatever. But people have to remember that, there's just a person behind the music. I mean, when I was a kid when I just started, I mean, I didn't start with much. My parents, they gifted me a studio. And then from there, I just kind of branched out.
Totally. Like, if I like understand what you're saying we should like unplug and just like sort of go out to nature and enjoy things, and go out screaming to the canyons and jump off of like waterfalls and stuff. Is that what you're saying? Like from what I understand,
No, I don't disagree with that, but I think I was trying to get more. We need to be more genuine with everything we do, and I think once we tap into being more genuine in such a fast-paced world.
Well, on that note, that's all the time we have on the Bro Brogan Podcast. Yeah. So thank you, Oscar, for being our guest. Thank you for really telling us everything, like all like expertise and giving a genuine conversation. Don't remember, you can find us on all the platforming and social media garbage. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Listen to our podcast. Thank you to our sponsor, Dirt Fuel, keeping me hydrated. Tastes like regret and tree bark. Thank you. We'll catch you same time next week, same frequency. Thank you. Thank you, Oscar. Okay. Cut.